currently the U.S. Olympics is going on. I'm not even going to call it the U.S. Olympics because it's really just the Olympics. And I don't even know why I put U.S. in there. Let you know who I'm rooting for. It's not the point. There are people out there right now competing. They're battling and going up against themselves and other people in an effort to win medals. And meanwhile, you're at home in your own competitions with nobody to see what you're doing, nobody to see you winning, all the medals you're getting, and you're probably asking yourself why. Well, let me be clear. It's because every time you win one of those battles, I get a chance to hear your voice. I get a chance to see your smile. I get a chance to feel your laughter, to understand your love, to just be in your presence and hear your breath, to know that you are here. It is everything. And when times get so hard that you're just not quite sure what to do, then reach out and get help. 3 numbers, 988. I'm not asking you to reinvent the wheel. I'm not asking you to do anything that's not going to be done in its own time and will. I'm just asking you to do what you've always done. Keep winning. Keep winning and go get help. And if for some reason, any reason, you feel like 988 ain't doing enough, 911 works just as well. So before you make a decision that we have to live with, make one that you can live with and go get help. What's going on, Pride Nation? We back at it again with another video today, and I'm excited because I'm getting to talk about some more Detroit Lions football, and this is day 2 of me being back, and I'm back to back like Drake. I'm not taking no L's like Drake, but I'm back to back like Drake. Good people, I hope y'all are in a good mood today. Some football should be going on right now. I will be watching most of it as much as I can, as well as the opponents. But we're here to make it about you. It's about you and your day to be able to pop in, tell me what's going on, tell me how you feeling, and talk, Lions football and what's to come next. I got a few things that I want to address on that and point it out. And it's funny because I put on there Lions next move, winners and losers. And the reality is I don't really know if there is any winners and losers. Kind of satirical in a way for me, just because of how I'm viewing the preseason. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't line up to what I would expect to be considered a winner or loser. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's see who in the building with me today. We got BD Buster in the building. We got Looney Tune in the building. My man Big T's in the building. It says, "What up, though, Luke?" All I'm saying is Hooker, Vicky, Arnold, Rake, and Green will be fine. Hey, listen, if you listen to that press conference yesterday, if you listen to Dan Campbell's press conference, I don't know. We got my man Vash Starwin in there. He says, "Hello, Go Lions. I'm pretty darn excited that we are back in it." Makai Holt's in the building. One funky Lion fan is in the building. Man, I'm really annoyed by a good chunk of the fan base. What's good, Luke? Hope the fam is as well. They are. And again, the fan base is going to do that. That's what happens when you are a part of something. There's undoubtedly going to be people who are going to drive you crazy. We got 1991 Max Stagg in the building. Ghost Gunners in the building. Nemesis Breaks is in the building. Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody. We got Go Lions in the building. It says, "What up, though? Where you been? Family good? If so, all is well." It says, "My daughter graduated from Hampton U, and is now going to Washington University. Hey, shout out to the graduates who out here putting in work, or who out there being part of something bigger than they may even know that they're being a part of. See, people don't realize this. Not too long ago, we weren't even allowed to get education. So for us to be able to be in a position to do that, shout out to that, and shout out to you for being a guiding beacon and a support system and anchor for your daughter to be able to succeed in that light. So shout out to Go Lions and his daughter on graduating. If I knew her name, I would have 100% put the name in there and told you, go put the video, let her know she getting some love out here. All right, that fat man's in the building with me. We got Chrome in the building. We got Sean Parker in the building with me, and we got Perry Ball. And as people rolling in, we'll do it. Let me get this link out here because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? This is your world. Any questions you have for me, shoot them. That's how I'm looking at it. Shoot them. Whatever you have, let me know. We'll talk about it. I'm hitting on everything. First things first, let me just get into it. What's the Lions' next move? And it's really simple. The Lions' next move is to simply get through the next game healthy. Because these injuries ain't no joke. And the level of expectations that we have for this season, we don't need this right now. This is not what we need. We don't need all these injuries happening. I mean, you got people tearing their Achilles. You got people out here tearing MCLs. You got people out here with concussions. And it's so crazy to me because it's like, yo, we really out here doing this for real? Like, for real, this is what we doing? So off rip, just get through the freaking preseason unscathed. Get through it. It does not make sense. Like even listen to the press conference. I can tell Dan Campbell did not seem too thrilled about his quarterback running in the preseason. He said he's okay with it, but he's got to slide. I looked at that situation, and I'm telling you right now, the one where he trucked the guy after he juked the other guy, I looked at that play over and over and over. There was not an opportunity for him to slide there. The best thing he can do is protect himself and hopefully be the enforcer. He made the right decision. But for me, what's next? Get through the next damn 2 games unscathed. Get through that. Let's survive that part. Let's make that part something. We're going into the season and, we just want to get into the dance. So I'm not really trying to be in a position where, we're not getting out unscathed. And the sad part is the depth that needs to be there is not there at certain spots. Now, yesterday I misspoke. Yesterday I said we only have Iffy and Branch, and I completely forgot about Kirby Joseph. I completely forgot about him. So, and I said those 2 backup guys wasn't it, which they wasn't. I stand on that part with that part, but I forgot about Joseph. So you got 3 safeties. You got Kirby Joseph, Iffy, and Branch, and one of them are already down. I'm sorry that those 2 guys, that the safety depth is not where I would like it. That's just me. Nobody else had to share that view. That's me. That's me feeling that way. But again, this your world. I'm just putting it out there. The reason I don't want to do winners and losers because to me, the real winners is Detroit Lions fans. Football is back, and it's back with expectations that we are going to be a winner. We are going to be a legit team. And to me, there is no problem with that. None. So it is what it is. I have no problems with that. I think one of the things that I started noticing that a lot of people were doing is they were ready to crown people. And I noticed that the narratives were slightly different depending on the media you look at. I went over there and looked at the game yesterday. I watched it this morning. I'm at work doing my work thing. You know what I mean? I had a little downtime. So let me watch some of this Patriots game. And I watched as much as I could of it. And then, when I got home, I watched a little bit more and then completed the game. And then I went to go look at their media, and the talk of the town, Joe Milton, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, he did nice, right? And I had to ask myself this question because it was a lot of, hype about it. Theirs was praising what Joe Milton did. Oh, the running, the this and this. And ours was like, he's got a slide and, he's out with a concussion. He's hurt again. And this is not good for his ability to be the number 2. And it's like, why is every goddamn thing so dreary and dead when it comes to us talking about our people? I'm sorry. I'm not joining that train when I watch a guy come in and breathe life into something that looked like a dead corpse waiting to just be done. He came in and gave something. And, me listening to our head coach, who I have defended and loved dearly, when he, it didn't seem like he just seemed like, oh man, he's got to slide. He's got to, do it from the pocket. What are you talking about? Do it from the pocket. The pocket died. And it didn't just die for him. It died for Nate Sudfeld as well. The difference was Nate Sudfeld was dead in the water. Just like if the pocket is dead, it would be the same case for Jared Goff. And I watched how it was covered, and it was not the same. It just wasn't. Let me check my chat out so I don't miss nobody. Shout out to my man Juan W. He in the building. What up, though? Perry Ball says, hey, Luke, how are you? Luke, what are your biggest concerns going into the season? My biggest concerns is who is Robin to Batman? Who is Crypto to Superman? Right? You may be wondering, like, Luke, what the hell are you talking about? If everybody's already said Aiden Hutchinson is the guy. Okay, cool. He's Batman. He's Superman, right? Who is his goddamn sidekick? Who is that guy? You need somebody to fully emerge and be the guy. You have to have somebody to fully emerge and be the guy. And so that's my biggest concern, is that right there. That in it of itself has me gone. Biggest concern. John Jones says, Luke, where you been? I thought I had to call Liam Neeson because I thought you was taken. Hey, bro, listen. Had a baby, right? Shout out to my wife again. She pushed that 9 pounds, 1 ounce baby out like a G. Shout out to her. He said, he said, who was the Crypto to Superman? Superman didn't really have a sidekick other than Crypto the dog. Like, he didn't have no sidekick. I mean, if you count like Supergirl and Superboy, I guess, but Crypto was his guy. That was the dog. The damn super dog. That's what he had. I'm just speaking it like it is. Shout out to One Funky Lion fan says the hooker hate is crazy today. It is. I'm serious. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen. Everybody's like, oh look, oh great, he's hurt. I didn't see this with all these other players. I didn't see this with this. All I heard was how great Manhour's going to be. He's going to be outstanding, great. Push, rah. I didn't see nothing. Oh, Mosley's coming back. He's going to be a beast. Oh, we got J-Mo. Yeah, he ain't got to play this year. It's a development year. I can go down the list of people that we have brought in on some developmental stuff, and when they played, they did the smallest thing. I remember when we got Jeff Okudah. Yeah, I went back that far. I remember when we got Jeff Okudah, and Jeff Okudah got in his first game, and all he did was be in a position to knock the ball away one time, and everybody had a cow. Yeah, told you he shut down. Then here come our guy coming in, breathing life into us, and we so negative. It's mind-boggling. Like instead of even the articles that they're writing, they're not even saying things like, oh, Hooker had a good spark and a good showing for being out over a year. I think it was like 22 months or something since he had an injury, and he showed some life. They didn't talk about how, hey, he's clearly healed from that injury. His legs look like they were underneath him. No, it was all about the concussion, and he had to slide. Really? I remember when Matthew Stafford trucked somebody. I didn't hear nobody talking about something. You have to slide. I didn't hear that. It's preseason. I get it. I'm not saying that the man came in. He said, I thought you meant Krypton. Nah, Crypto the dog. The white, I don't even know what the hell to call that dog. Lavendor? Yeah, it's a white Lavendor. That's probably what it was. The white Lavendor, the super dog. Yeah. That was his sidekick. What up, though, Hatter House? John says, ooh, I forgot they're trying to dispel the depopulation agenda. Hey, listen. I gave Hooker a C+ performance. That's fair. That's fair. Because I wasn't even grading it. I was seriously just looking at every player with the idea you're playing with certain people. I had people, like, for example, shout out to my RachelMarieSports UK brethren over there. But I already know Anthony's going to come in because he's like, bro, I don't understand your hate on Broderick Martin. And I told him I was only looking at Broderick Martin for one standpoint and one standpoint alone. He went against the twos and he went against the threes. I needed him to look like he did not belong to be out there playing. You see, there's a lot of people who didn't play. You didn't see your Amon-Ra St. Browns. You didn't see Jahmyr Gibbs. You didn't see Aleem McNeil. They proved that they should not be out there with the second and third guys. I needed Broderick Martin to do the same thing. And to be honest with you, it looked like he belonged with them. He did not stand out. The box scorer, like, oh, he got 4 tackles. One of them was a solo. Oh, he had a chance at a sack, but he whiffed on it. The pocket had already collapsed from the left, and he got the beneficiary. He was the beneficiary of them trying to stop that guy who collapsed the pocket from the left. He comes in scot-free, whiffs on the tackle, and thank God Lynn cleans it up. He didn't stand out. I just didn't see it. Lester White says, I'm expecting Davenport to be that sidekick. No, Lester, no. What has Davenport done to warrant that? Seriously. If you're going to look at Davenport's box score, just go and look at Marcus Davenport's box score, okay? And tell me, what has he done that gives anybody any belief that he's going to be the sidekick? The real sidekick needs to be James Houston. But again, he's been asked to do a lot of different things because he can do it. I totally get it. I know some people feel like he should solely rush, but guess what? Even TJ Watts drops in the coverage. Max Crosby drops in the coverage. A lot of these guys are asked to do more than just go out there and get the quarterback. It's just part of the game. Deal with it. He's shown that he's athletic enough to do those things. But Marcus Davenport hasn't even shown that he can stay healthy for a full season. You can literally take the NFL back to the days where it was 14 games, and you can't find where this man started 14 games in the season. The most games he ever started in the season was 13, and even in that 13-game season, he only had 6 sacks, 5 tackles for a loss, 16 quarterback hits. He had 31 combined total tackles, and 15 were solo. When you go to the year that they said was his best year, where he played in 11 games and started just 9, and he had 3 forced fumbles and 1 fumble recovery, and he had the 9 sacks that year. Remember that year? And again, 16 quarterback hits and 9 tackles for a loss. He still did not do enough past that to even make it through the season. So why he can't be the sidekick? He's exactly what he sounds like, a role player, somebody you should rotate in. And they're going to bring him out as a starter opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, and I don't like it. I don't trust it, and I don't like it. And I agree, he do need to stay healthy, but I don't know if that's it. I'd be willing to be the concussion happened in the pocket when he got sacked by the face mask. I'd be willing to bet that the concussion happened. I do too. Because when you look at when he trucked the dude, he trucked him, but when he got that face mask yanked because the pocket died, it's like, come on. Hooker got tracked one time and got labeled the next RG3. How? It's just, listen, the hate is too strong. Jon Kapler in the bit. Oh my God, that game made me so depressed last night, like miserable. after that quarterback. Luke, remember the fan base is still trying to be patient with Emmanuel Mosley for some reason, even though all he has done since he's been here is be hurt. Exactly. I can name so many players they was more patient with. It's just that it's like, listen, I ain't trying to be funny, right? I have 3 children, right? I love my children, right? But I can also dislike one of them at any point in time. Luckily for me, I don't have that problem, but at any point in time, I can dislike them. I don't have to like there's some things that can just be reality for both. We don't have to do this and be like, oh, well, we re-signed Jared Goff, and because we re-signed Jared Goff, we got to be loyal to Jared Goff. But if Jared Goff get hurt, you're going to be rooting for the next man, so you root for it all. And I ain't trying to be funny, but let's be honest. Yesterday was a stark reality for you. You pick your poison. If Jared Goff go down, who do you want in? Hendon Hooker or Nate Sudfeld? Let's be honest. And no, you don't get the option of saying somebody else. Cap Ice Cold, what up, though? He says, I'm not mad at Hooker. It was a small size, but definitely can see he is going to be fine with this offense. I agree. Martin Good stood up and helped there like he was being held up at the game point by 2 other players. He just leaned on him. John Jones says, I disagree with you about Martin. When he was out there, the run defense was a little bit better. Against the 2s and 3s? Against the 2s and the 3s. A little bit better against the 2s and the 3s? You cannot tell me you watched that game. Here, John. I'll play a game. Let's play. You know what? What's the guy? Jigsaw. That guy. Let's play a game, John. Who were you more impressed with? Broderick Martin or Isaac Nook? Who were you more impressed with? Were you more impressed with Lynn or Broderick Martin? Seriously. I'm looking for guys who look like they did not belong in that group. He definitely looked like he belonged in that group. But a little bit better against 2s and 3s? Yeah. Davenport is not a sack guy. He's a pressure guy. The issue with Davenport is his style of play lends to his shoulder problems. This is how I view pressures. Kill me if you want to. All right. I view pressures as they should only count if it results in a negative play. If you're telling me, like I saw the numbers for Aiden Hutchinson in his pressures, I laughed at him. Why? Because it's a bunch of baloney. You never heard about pressures until we got Aiden Hutchinson. Nobody's getting paid at DN because of pressure. That's not what gets their check re-signed. No more than the quarterback. Oh, he gets paid because he can run. No, you get paid because you can throw the ball. The receiver gets paid because he can catch. And the pressure part is cool, but if it does not result in a negative play, I do not care. My issue is he must be available. And if he's not available, which has been proven that he's not going to be available, then I don't know why I can have any trust that he's going to be anything for us. I can't trust that. In my opinion, people are overhyping Houston. He's too small. He can't set the edge. He's just a pass rusher. Okay, then let him be just a pass rusher. There's no overhype about that at all. Let him be a pass rusher. But I don't buy that he's too small and can't set the edge stuff. And I don't buy that he's overhyped. He has never been consistently given an opportunity. I've been screaming this for a lot of players in our history, and history has been on my side with this. Let these people play. But let's be honest. I would prefer James Houston to just be a pass rusher over everybody else. Because guess what? Even yesterday, he was causing problems. And why people want to say, oh, he hit the quarterback late. I saw one article. He hit the quarterback late out of bounds. No, he didn't. Quarterback was still in. He gets to pop him. It's just simple. Cap Ice Cold says, I'm going to give Martin another season to show he is a good backup to the rotational players. That's fair. That's fair. Can't be mad at you. Theotis, Ely, stand up in it. Hey, hey, they don't know about that stand up in it, bro. You know, now you can, I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all, that's a blues song if y'all didn't know. There's some blues, some good rhythm and blues. Super Saiyan Lion says, I still don't understand why everybody's so stuck on the quarterback play. They are backups. They aren't relevant. They are irrelevant. We should be paying attention more to the defensive players than offensive players. I think that's a fair thing to say, to be honest with you. I think the reason that they're talking about the quarterback play is because if you go through history of NFL, a lot of teams came into the season thinking like, hey, I got the quarterback that's going to carry me there. And when they got hurt, it became a harsh reality that the season was over and done with. Like if the Cowboys lose Dak Prescott, who's coming in to fill in that's going to keep them afloat? Not too many people can say that. If Jordan Love go down, who's coming in to fill in to keep them afloat? See, this is why the Falcons not only paid Kirk Cousins, but then still went out and drafted Penix, because they said, hey, if Kirk go down, we still want a capable backup to come in. It's the same reason when you look at the Eagles, when their quarterback went down, they brought in Nick Foles and still kept the course, and not only kept the course, but won a Super Bowl. And you can just keep going through the things. So to say that they're irrelevant, that part I don't know if I can agree with. But to say we should be focusing on other things, I can follow that logic. But the quarterback, and why we're stuck on it, is because it'll be just our luck that we got to lose him for a game or he got to sit out the rest of the game. You need somebody who can finish it. And that's just the way it should be. Again, I put the link in there if you want to jump in and talk. But again, I take all your questions through the chat. You ain't got to do nothing but enjoy this show. Lester White says, we could see the results of Hooker being coached hard. He's picked up blitzes and correctly got the ball to his outlet on a few occasions. When I went to the practices, right? When I went to the practices and I watched Hendon Hooker, I'm telling you, every practice he threw at least 2 interceptions. And I noticed that he was always with the 2s. I don't recall seeing him with the 1s at none of the practices I went to. I think I may have missed like 2 practices, but all the rest of them I went to. And I remember seeing him with the 1s not damn time. And one of the things that I noticed quickly with the 2 interceptions that he threw in all them practices is one of them was always the defensive player just making a good play, a.k.a. Rachel. I don't know. He needs to stop trying him. That brother's not playing. And he had a good outing yesterday, right? But the other one would be like a dead, but it was a terrible pass. Absolutely a horrendous, no excuse type pass. And it is what it is. You feel me? So when I see that, that tells me a lot more than anything else. I think the difference is some people just don't practice well and are better being put in the situation. Similar to how some people, when they go to a job, they are more visual learners than learning from the book. I can do both. You can put me in the thing and give me the whole book and I can learn my job from the book. You can show me and I can learn it from you showing me. But there are some people who are just from the book, and there are some people who can do both, and there's some people who can just do it by visual. You got to understand the process of it all. Super Saiyan Lion says neither was more impressive. Okay. Lions Talk Live says go Lions. What up, though? Go Lions says at Luke, your new name is Theotis. Hey. You ain't did a doggone thing until you stand up in it. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Looney Tunes says Isaac Nuke. Yeah. I believe J-Mo got hurt preseason and fans will still be patient. Yep. Because he a receiver. The linebacker Nuke, how is that guy? He did good. Number 45, he did good. I think he got the first sack. He seemed very explosive off the snap. He showed a good move getting around and keeping in pursuit. Another thing that ticked me off about Broderick Martin was there were a number of plays where he was able to disengage because the play had kind of went to him, and I'm like, keep backside pursuit. He ain't even attempt to run. He can care less. And I want the hustle. I mean, for somebody to say, well, he's like 300 pounds, Luke. Yeah, go tell that to that 300-something pound offensive lineman who ran down the interception and helped get a play for it to get fumbled back into our possession. Go tell it to him. Go tell it to Aleem McNeil. If Goff goes down during the season, our season is over. That's it. It doesn't matter. If Hookers comes in, Sudfeld is our season is over. I disagree with that. If Goff goes down, our season is not over. And I really do believe if Hendon Hooker come in with this team, with the ones, with those receivers, that tight end, those running backs, the first team. Let me ask you, think about this. He had to run because the line couldn't protect. Imagine how much time he would have with the number one offensive line in that receiving core. That season would not be over. I disagree with that. And we would never know, knocking on wood, but we would never know. I just don't think that's the case. Isaac only had one sack. He wasn't impressive to me. Even the commentators was asking for Martin when he was out. Yeah, I don't really listen to the commentators. I ain't trying to be funny. It was Golden Tate's first time. The other dude looked like, I'm gonna leave it alone. Just listen. I'm gonna leave it alone. Even though he only had one sack, I don't care about the sack. I told you I was only looking at who showed a level of aggression and consistency and technique to do their job well, and he did. He very much did. Whereas the other guy looked like he was just willing to lean on people and be okay with it. That's the difference for me. Perry Ball, I don't understand Holmes bringing Mosley back and cut Walker. I don't understand why Holmes and Campbell are this loyal to Mosley, then should have been loyal to Walker. Yeah. But they'll flip it and say, hey, we cut him so he can have opportunity to go start somewhere else. That's what they'll say. But the reality is Mosley should have never been brought back. Sudfeld should have never been brought back. Like, there was nothing Sudfeld ever did at any point in time while being a Detroit Lion or any other team he was on that will warrant him to be brought back here. Not a singular thing. Nothing, nothing. I can't think of one single thing that Sudfeld ever did that would equate to him being brought back. Nothing. And I'm really trying hard. Not even with the Philadelphia Eagles. He has done absolutely nothing to warrant being on this team. Or any team for that matter. And it's just not, you could have went out and got anybody to try to play quarterback. Anybody. I don't care who it was. But I agree with you. One Funky Lion fan says, Lou said what I would always have said, pressure that don't result in a negative play are useless. It's the only damn way you can measure a pressure. I have literally showed clips and tapes of pressures that I said, hey, this counts as a pressure, even though it was a touchdown. Why does it matter? It's a positive play. It's almost like we're playing horseshoes with this stat because we really can't. We don't want to put the pressures of the world on certain players. But no, if it does not result in a negative play, it shouldn't count as a pressure. I think people love pressure now because Goff is so bad under pressure, so they think it applies to every quarterback. And I guess, that just is what it is. Nemesis Break says, with big boy DJ Reader in the mix, I think Houston and Hutch will be just fine. I hope Reader can provide that because this is the thing. And this brought me to another point I got to point out too from the 33rd team, but you just reminded me, Nemesis. But I hope that you're right. Like this is what I'm looking at. Let's say Reader out there, Aleem McNeil out there, Hutch out there, right? The middle of the field should be an issue. You should not be able to step up in the middle of the field. Cool, right? You put Houston out there, great. I hope he's the Robin because we need it, right? If you get that, you're gonna have great success. Great success. But if you don't get that, if you don't get Robin to Batman, I don't care who the other two dudes is. because you're gonna need them. You're gonna need one of them to be a pass rusher. And if you don't get that from both of them guys, then we got problems. Luke, you can get all the pressure in the world on the quarterback. If that quarterback evades a sack and throw for a first down, that so-called pressure don't matter. Not a damn bit. We need guys that can get sacks, not pressure. That's how you get paid. Think about this. Look at this. Let's look at the most recent Hall of Fame inductee, Julius Peppers. When they talked about Julius Peppers, did you hear the word pressure come up? Nope. They talked about his sack total. They talked about his turnovers. They talked about the negative plays that he created against the offense. When you look at people like Aaron Donald, you don't hear about pressures. They talk about the intangibles, how 2 or 3 people got to be used against him. Even with Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson was the first receiver, and I don't see a lot of good-ass receivers. But Calvin Johnson, the first receiver where I saw him getting covered like he was on a goddamn punt gunner. I've never seen that. Never in all my years have I ever seen that. Those are the things we talk about. That's what gets you paid. He said, if receivers are a dime a dozen, we need at least half a dozen. Look, hey, at the end of the day, they're going to have to add some receivers. It's some people who are going to have to really show up. Donovan Peoples-Jones, I saw it when he first came to this team. I was like, bro, he needs to do more. And now the coaches called him out to do more. And yesterday didn't give much for you to look at. So I ain't mad at you. Luke, you have produced a whole football team. I bet you can't name all your children, calling each other by different names, just like an old tired parent. Bro, listen. I have called the new baby my oldest son name at least 6 times, and I've called him my middle son's name at least another 10. Yeah. I am getting to be one of them parents, but hey, stuff happens, man. Crimson Shadow in the building. What up, dude? It says, Cap thinking, what if Hendon Hooker was playing with the ones? Yeah, if he did, it'd be great. Perry, he was going to be the starter, though. Like, they like what they saw out of Iffy, and Branch is a stud. I'm cool with that. I feel like then you just demote Walker down because now it still give you options. But knocking on wood, if Branch go down, now you back there with Iffy and Kirby Joseph. What about when they got to take a breather and you got to throw, what was that damn dude, Newton? It started with an N, that safety. I can't think of his damn name. It wasn't impressive at all. Joseph got the interception, but, I mean, that was a horrible pass. Drew Lock needs to be – poor Drew Lock. Man, damn Drew Lock. Damn Drew Lock. That's how I'm going to leave it alone. Juan W. says, Luke, what you think about Emmanuel Mosley getting hurt, being out indefinitely again? I think it's pretty much of what I expected out of him. It's one of the things that I pointed out about our general manager that I thought that the fan base was on board with. We don't want no more hurt players, and we keep bringing them in. Even DJ Reader is coming off an injury. And not no light injury, a major injury. He tore a quad off the bone. So, we are hoping and believing that he's going to come in and, we're hoping they stay healthy. That's my hope. Andrew Ism says, with so many injuries in just the first game, could this be a serious problem in the regular season? Oh, God, man. Andrew, I hope not. Oh, I hope not. And if it is a problem, oh, God, that's tough. Because injuries are something you can't predict, but you can account for. That's why you have depth. That's why when you look at the college rankings, right? I forget, I think they get like 90-something or 100-something kids. I forgot what it was. But majority of the time, when somebody goes down, there's like 6 people waiting to go. And the NFL has to do that same thing. Do the Lions have depth at certain positions? Hell yeah. If Montgomery go down, we ain't nobody sweating. We got Jahmyr Gibbs. If Jahmyr Gibbs go down, ain't nobody sweating. We got Montgomery. If Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery goes down, ain't nobody sweating. because there's a guy back there that's more than capable with that offensive line, right? And we've seen it with Craig Reynolds, right? But if Amon St. Brown go down, and now you just get, Khalif Raymond and JMO out there, well, everybody put their attention to the tight ends. But now let's say if Laporta go down, you see what I'm saying? Like, the depth needs to be there, and he's still building it. I get it, but it's not where I want it to be. Almighty CJ says Hooker behind our O-line would be a killer. I believe it too. Quin says Manhour played how I expected. Vaki is a beast. Martin was mad. Rake and Robinson beast, and Gilbert also looked nice. I agree. With that arm and J-Mo down the field, man, listen, I don't even want to talk about it. I can only dream. Could the Lions go with another undersized receiver, Isaiah Williams? It was troubling how none of the receivers with his size could get separation. I know Dan Campbell was impressed by him. I think that anybody who watched that game would be impressed by him because all the other receivers couldn't get open and really couldn't generate any separation. Although I will say, number 88, I know I'm probably going to botch his name. I think it's Davis. Number 88 in practice was killing it, right? Every practice I've ever seen, even the joint ones, like he was killing it. In the game, I noticed that he was having a bit of trouble due to the weather. But that's part of the game. Your foot underneath you need to be the case. So do I think they can keep him as an option? Maybe, but the reality is he a valuable option or is he a placeholder? You see, when you get a valuable option, that's somebody that you feel, they on the team, they can add some help to you right now, and then maybe a year or two they can take over. Cool. I don't know if I get that with Isaiah, Williams. I don't know if I get that. I don't know. Is Bailey Zappi available? If Drake Mays perform well and Joe Milton keep performing, Zappi may be available. I don't think Zappi played bad nor great. Again, you have to look at the context of it. But would I want to trade for him? No. I believe we have other pressing needs to use our resources on. You know what I'm saying? Like if you out in the wilderness and you got a bottle of water and you got a lighter and let's say you got a flashlight and it's daytime, I don't think you turn the flashlight on and play with fire. I don't, you know what I mean? Like you need to preserve these resources as best as possible and go and get to the next one. Walker is not their guy. That's why. That's fine. Did Josh Pascal play out there? No, I did not see him at all. I don't remember seeing him not one bit, and I'm almost sure he did not play. Remember Sonny Vaki dabbled as a safety, so I'm guessing they let him practice in safety position too. Yeah, he did double as a safety, but I could have swore, I could be wrong, I could have swore I heard Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes say he is exclusively special teams guy and running back. That's where they liked him at the most. So could they move him back to safety? I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. The question then becomes, do you want that, though? In an emergency situation, do you want that? Because you got to think about it. Just learning the offensive playbook and special teams playbook in and of itself is a lot. Now you want him to learn the defensive playbook as well. What can I say? I think Donovan Peoples-Jones will be gone. I think they're going to add another receiver after all the cuts go down. That's my belief. What I'm worried about is our defense catching its groove early on and sustaining that and not getting shredded and picking apart in the middle. When the games count, the pressure is a little bit different. It's a little bit there. That's why they're letting the rookie cornerbacks play now, because they're going to be called upon a whole lot. And so you notice that Carlton Davis wasn't out there, but Amik Roberts was. Why? Because they wanted to not only get everybody in rhythm, but get them into a rhythm to when they're doing relief that they're not like no reps and stuff like that. So I can follow that logic. Real talk, how can we tell how good the receiver core is when Nate has the accuracy of, oh my God, look. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, Crimson. I want Judon, pay that man. If he's going to be a legitimate Robin, I would do it. That's my only thing. All right. Well spoken and said, Luke G. Great show. I love hearing that everything has to stay. Everything has to say or is thinking. Appreciate you, brother. I think we'll see some of the A-listers against Kansas City. The hard practice against the Giants seemed as physical as real game. Yeah, and I think that's why you got to remember the history in general is starters usually don't play, and more teams are getting away from starters playing. I can see a scenario where maybe they get a drive against Kansas City because you want to test your might against the defending champs, right? You know you beat them last year, but hey, they were missing some people, and that's the way that people are treated. Oh, you only beat them because they was missing Chris Jones, or they was missing this, and they was missing that. But I feel like, if you look at it, yeah, if you can get it. But if they don't play a single starter, I'm okay because that first game ain't like it's like I should be panicked. The Rams is okay, but I'm worried about getting through the damn preseason healthy. I'm not worried about the rest of that stuff. One fucking Lion fans, Tioni can play running back 3 in all special teams. Let him return and be a gunner. When I watched him in practice as a returner, one of the things that I will say that was annoying me when he did that, he was impatient when it came time to cut and hit the sideline. He was just I don't know. It's just I didn't like it. Who surprised me when I saw him in practice at kick return, I was like, man, that might be a deadly thing. But I don't know if you want to use him there, was Jahmyr Gibbs. I was like, God damn. Like he had one play where he got there and he cut so hard and turned on another gear and they blew the whistle. And I was like, man, if they ever put him back there, oh my God. Oh my God. Nate Sudfeld is sabotaging our wide receiver room. That's from 313 Curt. Hey, you know what's funny about it too? When he did his press conference, he knew he sucked. You can hear how he was talking. Hey, I missed some things out there. And he was trying to think of all the right words to say, but he knew he had a bad game. He knew there was a majority of the sacks that we got. All he had to do was throw the ball away. That's it. Or when he run, commit to it, slide, be done with it. He stopped trying to do more and still got sacked. He tried to outrun one person and got caught. Now, again, did he ruin some stuff? I'm pretty sure. But I do want to talk about this too because this came up as well. This came up. The 33rd team. I don't know if y'all ever heard of them, right? The 33rd team. They decided to go to each division, right, and put down the most underappreciated player on every team in that division. And so they did the NFC North. I need your help with this, chat. Who do y'all think they put as the most underappreciated player for the Detroit Lions? Just who do you think? To give you an idea, they gave TJ Edwards for the Bears. They gave Rasheed Walker for the Packers and Mekhi Blackman for the Vikings. Who do you think they did for the Bears? For the Lions. The 33rd team. This is a very intriguing thing because I'm curious to see what people would say. And I also want to know, who do you think is the most underappreciated person on the Detroit Lions? Because I know exactly who it is. And I guarantee anybody can't come in here and debate me against the opposite. 313 Curt says Anzalone. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good option. Very good option. I don't think he's the most underappreciated, but that's a very good one. Who do you think? Who do you think is the most underappreciated person on the Detroit Lions? I need the chat to talk to me. Because for me, it's one clear-cut winner. One clear-cut winner. One funky Lion fan says, I'm with you, Curt. Yeah, I think it's somebody that's worse than him. I'm talking about being appreciated, there's somebody worse than him. Burns was solid, but I don't know. And this is it. This is the only right answer. This is the only right answer. Aleem McNeil is the most underappreciated person. They picked Brian Branch. How in the hell is Brian Branch the most underappreciated Lion? We all love and talk about Brian Branch. He's so appreciated. We got rid of goddamn players for him. That fan man Will Harris, if you don't stop it, if you don't stop it, Taylor Decker, right? I think Aleem McNeil is the most underappreciated guy out there. Now, 313 Kurt says, no, man, we always show Aleem love. Bullshit. That's BS. We show Aiden Hutchinson love. But all we talked about all this past season and everything was we need defensive line help to help out Aiden Hutchinson. You didn't hear a single person say we need D-line help to help out Aleem McNeil. Like, seriously. Not a single person. And we did that even in all the games. Oh, our defensive line couldn't get no pressure. Aleem McNeil got pressure. That resulted in negative plays. There were so many games where I'm just like, everybody was talking about everybody but Aleem McNeil, including the playoffs. Even the game against the 49ers, he wrecked them. He literally wrecked them. Nobody else did more than Aleem McNeil to get the 49ers on that D-line. He was something different. And in my opinion, he's the most underappreciated player. I'm going to put a poll up on the channel too to see what other people think. And again, he got 5 sacks last season from the interior D-line. He got 10 quarterback hits, 6 tackles for a loss, 32 total tackles, 17 solo. He played and started in 13 games. And was a whole damn problem. The reason Ellis Anzalone don't get that type of underappreciation is because he is appreciated. He was rewarded. Crimson Shadow says, I felt like Aleem got a lot of love from us. Man, no. Go look at the media. Go look at the media. Matter of fact, go and look at, just type in Detroit Lions 2023 and just click on news in Google. Watch this. You do not hear about Aleem McNeil until he got hurt. Aleem McNeil was so impressive last year. You talking about if anybody took their game to the next level, it was him. Brian Branch is not the most underappreciated. Ragnar get his love too, Super Saiyan Lion. He definitely get it. Aleem about to get paid. We drafted them. We paid them. Brad Holmes always says it. Yep. I've never heard anybody complain about Aleem. Not complain, but you're talking about underappreciated. So it's not a complaint. It's meaning like when you hear the success stories of the Lions, you don't hear them talk about Aleem. They talk about Aiden Hutchinson, especially on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, the most talked about player on the offensive side of the ball is Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown, followed by Laporta, then Jahmyr Gibbs. Then you go into your lineman, you'll get Penei Sewell. At the Penei Sewell, you'll get Frank Ragnow. Like, this is the order that people praise and stuff, right? So it's not saying that they're complaining about him. It's saying that he's underappreciated. Like, we don't respect what he's doing. We don't always see it. And he out there putting in work. Aleem gets love from people around the league, but definitely gets slept on by Lions fans. It's just the truth. He's underappreciated. That dude is a beast. So, where is my wrench, Luke? Oh, let me give it to you. My bad. You demanded, man. Hey, my bad. Don't do me like that. Hey. It is done. Yeah, I mean, look. Non-fans bash Anzalone way more than a lean. It's not bashing, though. That's what I'm saying, 313 Kurt. It's not bashing. It's saying, like, okay, in a game plan, right? Like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example, right? The box score will give you one part of the story. The game tape and film will give you another part of the story. I've seen games where Lean McNeil did not get a stat up on the stat sheet because what he did resulted in the person running into somebody else, aka Aiden Hutchinson, or whoever else is out there, and they get the stat line. But it only happened because he completely demolished the middle of the damn field. Let me see if I can find this video. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Because then you kind of get a better understanding of it. When you look at Alex Anzalone, hell, I think, he was one of the guys that people was like, hey, most improved player. He was getting accolades and people was appreciating him. I still want to upgrade from him, but that's just me. I might be in the minority on it, but I would have upgraded from him. Like, again, that's just me. So let me see if I can find it. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right. So just look at the most recent, not the preseason game, but that game against the 49ers. Okay. And I'm trying to cue it up because a lot of people wanted to act like they didn't see this, but I'm like, this was a clinic for Lean McNeil. So, and again, it's just talking about underappreciation. If we did the most underappreciated coach on the Lions coaching staff, I would say it's Aaron Glenn. That would be my guess. All right, let me try to get this thing lined up. All right, I got this thing lined up, people. Let me get this done. Get this up here. And you'll see what I mean. Now, keep in mind, people, I got to be careful. Don't need them cutting me off or banning me or nothing like that. And I want to slow this down just a little bit. All right. Why is my closed caption on? All right. Here we go. This is the first defensive drive. It's 3rd and 9. Obviously, that's Aiden Hutchinson. Big boy Aleem is right here. All right. When you look at this, look at this pocket. Matter of fact, that ain't even a lean. I'm on the wrong damn play. I got to speed this up. Hold on. Right here. Okay. This is a Lean McNeil. And again, people, this, by NFL standards, is considered a quarterback hit and a pressure. By NFL standards. I don't count this as a pressure because it was a positive play. But look at this. I want you to just look at it. He was so underappreciated, and he was doing work. Just get out of here. Get out of here. There isn't a look at the next nearest defensive lineman. Aiden over here had his work cut out against Trent Williams. I know who the hell Trent Williams is. But man, come on, bro. This is another reason why we got all them damn corners. When everybody we went back to back on corners, this is why. You have a quarterback getting barreled down on, literally getting barreled down on, and you telling me that the cornerback It's in trail position. Come on now, man. We can't make this up. And he's still on the team, too. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna be quiet. I'll be quiet. Again, Aleem McNeil. Right here. Look, they trying to get him out the way. He all still standing up. Like, I can show you so many plays where now no Aleem McNeil, and we blitzed. Like, come on, man. I wish I could make this stuff up, bro. I don't want them to ban me, but that's my point I'm trying to make. Very underrated. Very. All right, let me see. Let me get back to it. Let me get back into it. Other fans badge tell me he's a nobody till I have to pull the stats up on the lean. After 2 years of subpar performance, can we now agree Sudfeld needs to go? I've been saying he needs to go after the first one. I don't know why we brought him back. I don't. I think people now giving Lean some love. Now, Dancing Bear. How about preseason, Levi? I didn't see Levi out there. I don't remember seeing him out there. If he was out there, he was very much missed by me. I don't even think he played. Let me see. Again, this is your world. Any questions you want to ask me, you want to jump in the show, the link is in there. All you need is a smart device with a microphone on it. That's it. All right. And if you have questions, you put them in the chat. I answer them. And Luke, what do you think of Wingo, the D tackle we drafted from LSU? In practice, I saw him doing a lot of veteran moves that made me very proud and happy. In the game, I saw him doing a lot of things that made me happy and proud as well. But I also saw where he got washed out in a few plays, particularly the one that led to that big run for the touchdown. So overall, was I impressed with him? I was happy with what I saw from him. I'm not going to act like he was out there shutting it down, but I like what I saw. My uncle cousin, I think Sewell is amazing. He never goes backward. An absolute super beast. Yeah. Crimson Ellis was called a journeyman by Micro Mike when he got there. My reaction to that tape got me blocked on the channel. I think we can upgrade from Ellis Anceloni. That's my belief. I want to draft Barrett Carter this year to replace Alex at the wheel. I think we can do it. I think we can 100% do it. We're trying to upgrade from Alex. His name is Jack Campbell. Alex is the mentor. That's fine. We need more linebackers. That's just me. Alex is more of a wheel and Jack is more of a Mike. Yes, Alex has been playing the Mike, but who else was gonna before Jack drafted? Yeah, I mean, I feel like that. Will Jack Campbell take a big step forward this season? We are all hoping he does. I can tell you this much. Every practice I went to, he was on every freaking play. I'm not making it up. Every freaking play, he was in on it. They throw the ball down the field. All the other players started jogging. He was still running full tilt to the goddamn ball. He just built different. He built different. And it's clear to me that he wants to be great. And I think he's going to end up becoming a fan favorite and stuff. I honestly, when he came in, I went, I ain't mad at it, but I don't know if he's going to be that. But he showed me something. Aleem is a beast. Talib called it when he was a rookie. Talib said we were going to the NFC Championship game, and we went. And he also is now picking us to go to the Super Bowl and lose to Kansas City. Jay Cruising 71 says, you know what they say, if nobody be mentioning someone means he's doing something right. That's why I consider him to be underappreciated. Suckfield is here because he's good in the classroom and helps golf a lot. I don't know why Suckfield's really here, but if that's the reason, then hey, so be it. All three of the top plays you just showed Anzalone was there to make the tackle. But I get it, I guess. No. 313 Curt is not. Listen to what I'm saying. We know that he was there to make tackles. We know that he was in on those plays and stuff like that. We know that. It's underappreciated, meaning that they don't get the same love as other people. Right? I'll give you a perfect example, right? Perfect example. If you go through and ask the average person who's a Lions fan, who's the best player on defense, the casual fan, the diehard fan, they'll all probably tell you, oh, it's Aiden Hutchinson. 100% will tell you that. You ask, okay, who's number 2? I guarantee you at number 2, they will say something like, oh, it's Brian Branch. It's Kirby Joseph. It's gonna be all the different names. They'll even say it's Alex Anzalone. If you keep going down the list, you wouldn't hear a lean name until probably the 3rd or 4th, if not 5th. That's a underappreciation. We're not saying that they don't play. We're saying that they don't get the respect and love that they should get as they're supposed to. Do you think Pascal makes strides, or will he take another? Nah, I think Pascal made strides last year. I think what people don't realize is it's hard to get into a rhythm when you only come in on certain downs in situations. You need to have those back-to-back snaps to build up rhythm and to kind of get a feel for your opponent. Even in the boxing match, they are filling each other out, trying to figure out, oh, is he dropping his arm, if he's doing certain things. And so I feel like he's made those strides. I expect him to take even bigger strides this year and show us something. The problem is he's going to still be a situational guy because of people like DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil, and Aiden Hutchinson are going to get those spots. All 3 of those plays you showed, Anzalone was there for the solo tackle. I guess I get it, though. Let me see. The better your D-line is, the more pressure and sacks you get. We need to invest in D-line and O-line this offseason. Well, I mean, the season ain't over. And there's still some people that's going to get cut. I am watching everything, and that's why I'm watching these games. Even while I'm doing this show, I'm up here watching the damn game. Because I need to see who's performing. And I'm going to go back and watch some more games because I need to figure out who we need to get. You know, like seriously, we need some people. Give me your game, Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell is our Spielman. He's going to have to be. Sudfeld might be the new Orlowski. Nah, I wouldn't even put that on Orlowski. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. Malik Robertson. You mean Amik. Amik Robertson was a monster last night. Is he our starting nickel? It's going to be Terrion. It's going to be, so your starting corners are going to be Carlton Davis, Terrion, and I believe Amik is going to be your starting nickel. And he's going to rotate between him and Rakestraw. Now, if it were me, y'all call me what you want, I would make Terrion the nickel, and I would let Rakestraw play outside. That's just me. But yeah, I think he did very well. Your whole chat is ready to move on from Anzalone for Jack Campbell. I'm just saying, though. No, that's not what they said. I said I would upgrade from Anzalone. And their response to me is, well, we kind of did that. We got Jack Campbell, and he's mentoring him, which is true. But then Anzalone played well and got another contract. So, yeah. And Lee McNeil ain't been paid yet. At least I don't remember it. You know, Sudfeld does all the gardening work, I heard. He out there cutting the cornfields into art. I hear you. Sudfeld is an example of how 7-on-7 drills can lie about a quarterback. He holds the ball too long and panics in the face of a rush. That's true, because in practice in those 7-on-7, he was lighting them up. But when stuff started getting towards him, you're right. It got real. Pascal always felt like a third and short kind of guy. Well, he ain't gonna get no rhythm. Pascal so far has been a bust. I'm gonna give him a little bit. I'm gonna give him this year. I ain't ready to give him the bust label yet. Amik played solid. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did. Amik definitely. See, people don't remember this, right? But the videos is still there. When I was doing all my draft videos, Amik Robertson was one of the people I really wanted the Lions to draft. Like, I wanted this guy. And there was numerous of times that we could have took him. And everybody was like, man, but he too short, he too small. And I'm not acting like Amik Robertson is out here a Hall of Famer. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he has the mentality of a football player that you would want. He's scrappy. He doesn't back down. He's aggressive. And I like that about him. And I wanted him when he was getting drafted. So to get him now, I'm happy. If they put Iffy at nickel, I'm going to be pissed. You got enough people for nickel already. We're not going to, no. Leave Iffy at safety and let them figure it out. Let me see. Pascal is what we drafted him for, a run stuffer, and that eats up the tackle and guard, so it seems. Well, here, let me see if I can find this other clip, and then we'll see. We kept 6 receivers last year. Who are our receivers that we keep this year? Man, this is a beautiful question, John. Obviously, you're J-Mo, right? Obviously, Khalif Raymond. Obviously, you're going to keep Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? I believe that fourth receiver that they're going to keep is going to be the one guy who seems to be playing special teams a lot right now and who seems to be giving them a lot. And I think that person is going to be Donovan Peoples-Jones. They're going to give him a chance. So to go 4, I honestly believe that Antoine Green slides into the mix just long enough until they do the following. They're going to go out and add 1 to 2 more receivers and cut Antoine Green and cut Donovan Peoples-Jones and move them to practice squad. So I believe that you're going to see at least 2 receivers at the bottom of it that's going to be brought in at a later time, and you don't know who those are. So that's why I've been watching all these receivers. 100%. Like you're going to be able to see it in real time. I believe that you have placeholders. Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to make it because he does provide some things, the veteranship and stuff, but they're going to cut him because of the following reasons. Now, 313 Kurt says, cut Green. Why? If you watched the game yesterday, again, it's not just yesterday, but I went to the practices. Green shows flashes where he makes some great catches and he do these things, but it's not consistent. It's just not consistent. And I suspect that there's going to be some receivers who's going to get cut and released that's going to change that. There's already talks of people trying to say, man, we need to trade for what's his damn name from the front? Ayuk, whatever how you pronounce his goddamn name. People already want him. Why? Because they want another option opposite. I believe the other reason why he gets cut is because if you put him on practice squad, what's the likelihood of somebody coming to take him? They don't have anything on him. So you can safely cut him, still put him on practice squad to develop, and have him in case of emergency. I think that's why you see 2 new receivers coming in. That's just observations from my part. Again, I could be totally wrong on all this stuff, people. Totally wrong. And shout out to John Jones. Says, Luke, you called it a meek. On the meek, that video is still on my timeline. Yeah, I saw the film. I was like, oh. What really did it was he went against a really big receiver. And I forgot the receiver name, but the receiver had been doing really well that whole time. He go up against little old Meek, and Meek was the bully. It was like watching David beat Goliath. I was like, damn, you just go manhandle him like that at the line of scrimmage. Okay. So I respect that. It says, bro, Sudfield was throwing the ball all crazy. I wouldn't cut Green yet. He was throwing the ball crazy. But that's not what I'm looking at. If you cut Green and put him on practice squad, who finna come sign him? I'll wait. Seriously. Nobody ain't finna come sign him. And then on top of that, just go and look at, the route running and stuff. He wasn't getting open. I get it. It was wet out there. Ball thrown weird. I get it. But the route running, he wasn't selling nothing. So, that matters. So if you're not praised or mentioned often, you're underappreciated. Hell yes. In fact, most men in life are underappreciated. Just think about this, right? Picture this for a second, right? It's a lot of men in this chat right now who do for their kids. And the women that they deal with, go and put them on child support, tell the court they ain't shit, they don't do nothing. Tell all their friends, post file stuff up on social media about them. And these dudes are good dudes who actually do for their children and are being blocked by somebody else and then being treated like, oh, you don't do this and this and this. Then that person dies, and now all the stories are how great of a man he was. This is the way of the world. So yeah, when you are not being praised and mentioned, yeah, you're underappreciated. Randy Moss cannot walk into somewhere and people be like, oh, I don't know that's Randy Moss. Not a football fan. He's appreciated. Michael Irvin's appreciated. Calvin Johnson's appreciated. Golden Tate's appreciated. Barry Sanders appreciated. But how often do you hear them talk about Benny Blaze, who's out there knocking people's block off? So yeah, you got to talk about him. Like, that's just the truth. But when I'm watching preseason, I'm not looking to see like, oh, did he get a lot of catches? Did he do a lot of passes? Did he? I've admitted yesterday that the pass that Hendon Hooker threw to 43 Nest, I think his name is Nest, was behind him and should have been picked off by the cornerback. That was not a good pass. The receiver made a better catch. And so it's a completion. Right? I admitted that. But that's the reality. I'm looking for technique. I'm looking for strides. Were you selling the run? Were you blocking when we were running the ball? Because guess what? I can show you a bunch of film. I'm Ross St. Brown. The ball ain't even on his side of the field, and he's trying to bury you on the block. All those things I'm looking at. That's how I evaluate who won it. That's how I find the dogs. Lather White said, now you bringing me pain about my ex-wife. Listen, bro. When you underappreciated, that's what happens. I can only speak on what I know. John Jones says, talk to me about the kicker bait. Matter. Here's the thing. In practice, he missed a lot of field goals. So when you hear Dan Campbell say it was good to see him kick a 53-yard outside in the rain, it really was. Because when he was outside with us, he was missing a lot of them. And in the dome, he was drilling them in the dome. The outside one scared the hell out of me. And so when he made that 53-yard one with a whole lot of room left, it was straight down the middle. I was like, all right, cool. Do it again. You do it again. That's how it is. So off rip, you see these things, and it's like, okay, how does these things align with certain things? The kicker for all levels, he's going to be called upon. Dan Campbell has said this. Hey, we're going to give you a shot, bro. This is your shot to lose. All you got to do is kick. And we're going to see it. 313 Kurt says, give Green Hooker for the first half, and if he don't show up, then yeah, cut him. But right now, he should still be on the roster. I'm not talking about cutting him right now. I'm saying when it comes down to the 53-man roster, they carry 6 receivers, right? If I cut or I place Green on practice squad, which he was on last year, nobody came calling for him, and they're not going to start coming to call. And I agree with you. If you put him with Hendon Hooker, you're going to see some stuff. I agree with you. But if another receiver come available that can help you immediately, you passing on it? Nah, I think not. And you got to look at it, right? If I go in right now, let me just do a quick look. I want to look at the current NFL free agents, receivers. All right. And if I look at that list right now, again, just trying to get an idea based on what I can see. The current NFL free agents that's at receiver. You telling me that you have a chance to, I don't know, let me just name somebody. Like this one. You telling me right now, if they move on for Antoine Green, which again, I'm not over here advocating for. I want to point this out. I know, I want to point this out. But just stay with me. You telling me that if for some reason Green gets cut, and let's say Vance Jefferson is available, you want to keep Green versus taking Vance Jefferson? Right? Let's say Green gets cut. You got a chance to add, say, I don't know who. I'm just looking at the people names who on that bubble who could be let off of it. Chase Claypool. You'd rather stick with Green instead of seeing what you can get out of Chase Claypool? Maybe you will. Right? What if, say, it's Green or Mac Hollins? Like, there are other options. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying there are certainly other options. John Jones says, I appreciate you, Luke, because you work in the courthouse. Shh. You know, you might know my cousins, social workers work together. We generally do. Yeah, we generally do. So, but I can't be, can't be doing certain things. I pray next week Hooker starts over Nate. And isn't ruled out. Well, in concussion protocol, I think it's 7 days. Is it 7? Shoot, let me see. I think it's 7 days. I think he has to be out for 7 days, and then cleared with no sign of concussion to play that next game. If that be the case, cool. I'm not sure. But if it's not, then you got to watch Nate, and it is what it is. Like, hey. Did I want to see more of him? Sure. Do I think he should have started with the 2s? Yes. Did it look like he belonged to 3s? No. That's not the vibe I got. Like, at all. So again, all of that just depends on his health. Now, you're talking about playing Saturday against Kansas City at 4 p.m. What does that mean? Well, it's past 7 days. Our game was on a Thursday. So he'll not only have the 7 days, but time to clear and should be able to play. And I hope he do. But that Pittsburgh Steelers game, just go ahead and chalk it up. This is everybody's last chance. Prove yourself or get the hell on. But it's still there. Bates, I bet you will smoke Justin Tucker longest field goal record. Ooh, that's a hell of a prediction. That is if he's last year. Do we pay him? I wouldn't. Have you seen the upcoming draft class? I wouldn't. I'm just telling you the truth right now. You already got Kirby Joseph there. You already got Brian Branch. If he is up for a deal, I'm not paying him. Will he probably get paid because of Brad Holmes? Probably will. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be me. I didn't think the line was there, which may have affected the receivers and running backs, but I don't think anyone tried to stand out. They were too busy slipping. They would come off the line of scrimmage slow. Man, you name nobody, Luke. Listen, it's not about listen to me. I name nobody because of the following reason, and this reason alone, okay? As you said, nobody. I'm talking about the 4th receiver. The 4th to 5th and 6th receiver. You're not finna go out and get somebody to be a 4th, 5th, and 6th receiver. You're not doing it, bro. Just saying. Let me keep going. Let me make sure I don't forget nothing. Let me see. I've had to go through chemo and watch Nate play. I say was pretty compared. Damn, the Crimson. I love that Crimson makes light of it and makes fun of it, but man, he a real survivor for real. And shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you, 100%. All right, people. I've been on about an hour and a half. You know, got any more questions y'all got for a brother? Holler at me. This is y'all world. Y'all talk about it. We talk about it. But if not, I'm gonna finish watching the rest of these games and seeing what people are here doing. I'm on some scouting right now. That's what I'm on. You know, that's what I'm on. Manhour, the left tackle. How do you think he did? Manhour was guard. I'm almost sure I saw Manhour at guard. That's number 59. I'm almost sure I saw him at guard. I do not remember seeing him at tackle. Could he have played tackle? Maybe. But I'm almost sure I saw him playing guard. And again, I could be wrong. Now you got to have me go look back and see. But I'm almost sure he played guard. Like 100% played guard. What did I see out of him? He had two plays. He had 2 plays where absolutely not a damn thing happened. Like, I mean, he was there. He was on the field. Then he had some plays where he did okay. Right? But, you know, for me, he looked like he belonged with the 3s. I'm looking for who's standing out. That's what I'm looking for. Who's standing out? That's all I'm looking for. And if you're not standing out, that's a problem. $313 Curt says, damn, Crimson, salute to you, bro. I'm going through chemo too. Hey, let me just tell you something. Salute to you because you here and you still fighting and you ain't yielding, and that's the best thing you can do. And you positive, and that's what's up. And Crimson was out here giving lessons, man. Crimson came on when hair was falling out. Crimson came on smiling, still cracking jokes and everything, and shows you that, you know, this thing is beatable. So you keep fighting, 313 Curt. You keep staying positive. You keep on showing up. And then when chemo be trying to take your energy away, you reminded that, hey, that ain't gonna work. You got to do a little bit more. So kudos to you. And to anybody that's out there still fighting. Shout out to y'all. Looney Tune says, Manhour played tackle at least at one point, I remember. I don't remember seeing him at tackle, but if he did, good. When I finally seen him, I was like, oh, damn. I saw that damn Sourcedale a lot. Woo, that's a project. Didn't one of our old linemen get hurt and Manhour had to go back out? Yeah, I forgot that lineman name. Something what was his name? Giovanni, something like that. And he out for the season. So out. How did Mahogany and Sourcedale? Sourcedale to me, I was like, yeah, you know, I need more. I need to see more. Mahogany, which was weird in the run game, was phenomenal. In the pass game, I was like, what the fuck? And Manhour in the run game, I was like, what the fuck? But in the pass game, I was like, oh yeah, okay. So, you know, it wasn't like nothing like that. But for the people who may have forgotten, I just want to show y'all this, man. This is how you know when something just ain't right. Look at this stuff right here, man. Look at this. Jesus Christ. All right, look. Play action. They all bit. Just throw the ball away. Just throw the ball away. I don't even know how you get sacked on that. Just throw the damn ball away. He's still looking down the field. Which one of y'all was open? Which one of y'all was open? Look. I want y'all to see this. The whole time. Look at this. He looking down the field. Look. He gets spent. Oh, shit. Damn. Which one of y'all was open? Oh, somebody down there looking. shit, I think I missed him. hey, he got that damn look on his face like, I think coach gonna cuss me out when I get to the sideline. Shit. look, who walks back without even looking where they're going? I'm not even gonna look to the sideline. He might cut my ass immediately. oh shit! Look, wait, look. I think I probably should have just threw the ball away. Stop. Oh God, I gotta stop. Something wrong with me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew, I needed that laugh. Okay. When was the last time we had this many injuries? That's a good question. I don't even want to think about it, to be honest with you. I'm praying everybody come back healthy, man. You got me out here panic. Woo, man, this damn Sudfield had me rolling. Appreciate it, Luke. Man, your show has been getting me through it. Getting me through it. So, listen, bro. I'm about positivity and picking people up, and we need each other. So, hey, you being here with me, you don't know what you do for me. So just keep the fight, brother. Our safeties, running backs, we drafted was solid. Yeah, Vikey was nice. He was very nice, but yeah. I gotta go find it. Let me find another play from Sudfield, man. This dude, man, bro. This dude, bro. I mean, dude, this is crazy. Let's see. Like, okay, right here. So, right here, that's Wingo. Right here. This is Smith. That's number 90. That's James Houston. And that's Isaac Anouk. Okay. The first one off the ball was James Houston. Anouk was second. Wingo was third. Smith was fourth. All right. Now, Wingo got to do some type of counter to get rid of this dude. Like, do something, get rid of him. Right? But that's an impressive play right there by that young man. Staying on course. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the ironic part is when you look up here, and it's kind of hard to see from this angle, my man Rakestraw up here giving neighbors a little bit of a problem. Oh, yeah. Where you going, bro? Let me get up in there. Yeah, where you going? Yeah, I'm here, baby. I'm going to be here all day. So that's a good thing. Let me see. Who else out there? All right. Now, again, Wingo, Smith, Houston, and I want to say this is a Nook again. I can't see the jersey number. Yep, that's him again. All right. Now, again, Smith over here doing his thing. Wingo got to get off of this block. And that you see what I'm saying? Like, this can't happen. Come on, bro. You got to have a second move. Right? And this is what happens when you pass rush without a plan. Right? Like, you got to have a second move here. All right. Now, I believe his job is to keep outside contained, but that ain't how you do it. that ain't how you do it. Thank God Drew Lock is just about as competent as Sudfield. So, okay. Now, let's go back to our guy, Sudfield. Let's get back to him. Hold on. Where we at? No, matter of fact, it's this play. All right. So, even right here, right? 1st and 10. James Houston's right here. This is Martin right here. No, that's Smith. That's Smith. All right. This ain't the one I want to show you with Martin. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, he might get cut. That's what I'm hearing. Allen Robinson might be getting cut, but whatever. All right. Was this the one with Martin? I think this is the one with Martin. Let me see if this is it. Nope. Where the hell's the one with Martin? Damn, I can't find it. I don't want them to ban me, so I'm gonna wait. All right. Let me see. Make sure I ain't missed nothing. Goddamn, got me up here laughing at goddamn Sudfield. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. Damn Sudfield ass. Let me go. Man, that dude was so bad, man. That brother was terrible. James Houston with a bruised bone makes me wonder if we're going to keep him after that. They better not get rid of him. They ain't got no time for that. You know what I'm saying? Luke, I've been here since the beginning. Don't leave your supporters for too long. We agree to disagree. That's what makes this channel great. No, I don't mind you disagreeing. I'll let you come on and tell me I'm wrong. Call me batshit crazy. I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Like it's for us, by us, right? Like that's how I look at it. And you know, that baby came, man. This baby took the wife down, man. So a lot of the things that would afford me the opportunity to do this, you know, the wife was like, you know, pregnant. So, you know, you got to be dead. I got 2 other boys who want my attention. Hell, they don't came up here 4 times like, hey, we playing Pokemon or what? I'm like, bro, you know, I be trying to play college football and they like, listen, that gonna have to wait because, you know, I'm trying to see what these Roblox do. So, but yeah, man, I love doing this. I love being a part. I love the support. As you can see, with 313 Curt talking to Crimson and somebody who's been through it, you'd be surprised who's going through what you're going through and how it can affect you and help you. All right. Now, we have been on for about an hour and 36 minutes. And I'm gonna probably end it here. The plan is to go live again tomorrow. That's the plan. I do have one thing I gotta do on another channel that's gonna be like pre-recorded, and then from there, I'm gonna try my best, my darndest, my absolute hardest to get that information out to you when the video drop, because I tend to piss people off and I'm not doing it on purpose. I promise you I'm not. But y'all know me, I can't end the show unless I do it on a positive note. And today's quote comes from the internet. I don't know who made this up or who noticed this correlation, but it's kind of dope. It simply says, a ship is designed to take you places. So if your friendship, partnership, relationship is not taking you anywhere, abandon ship. I'm gonna give it to you one more time. A ship is designed to take you places. So if your friendship, partnership, relationship is not taking you anywhere, abandon ship. And y'all know that I'm preaching to somebody today right now. It's somebody that you with right now that you don't lie to your cell phone and say that you're doing it for the kids. You know it's somebody in here who doing that. It's somebody in here right now who has a relationship with their job that they need to let go, but they holding on to it because they're afraid of starting over and going somewhere new. See, the difference is value. And when you are value in something that you do, people tend to show you that they value you. They do it in actions. It's not just saying I love you. It's not just saying I appreciate you. It's not just saying thank you. Their actions speak those volumes. And when you look at these different shifts that you are in and the ones that are not doing anything for you, they don't offer you any type of motivation. They don't tell you how positive that you are moving in the right direction. They don't tell you the truth, knowing that it's going to hurt you. They just simply want to be in the presence of you. You got to abandon ship. Every time you get around them friends and you don't, no matter what you put on, they like that shit fire. Get away from them people because they're probably not for you. You need to abandon ship. When you get with the girl who all of a sudden now want to tell you all the things she not going to do and what you going to do, abandon ship. When you go into the job and you don't get a job all these hours and you ain't got a pay raise, and then you go and ask about the pay raise, and the first thing that come out their mouth is, well, we don't have the money, abandon ship. I'm trying to get y'all on the same page with me today, people. We need to jump ship when things don't serve us. When it can't take us somewhere, you do not invest your time any further into it. Don't give it any more of your life minutes and your energy. This is what we must do. We must be willing to let go of things that no longer serve us. And that's in every ship. Work ship, friendship, partnership, close ship. Even if you don't like the way that the company you tried to get something shipped from shipping it to you didn't do it, abandon ship. Remember, there's nothing more important than you taking care of yourself. So make sure that you remember me, myself, and I first. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Tell a friend to join me. And if you don't do nothing else at all, don't be no chump. Please do your research. I'm out.